Hey YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Young Cracker J. I'm going to show you how to sample on Bandlab. And this is pretty universal, but this specific one doesn't have any sort of plugin or external apps. It is strictly what's going on here, these menus and whatnot, and I'll show you how to do it. It's completely beginner-friendly tutorial, and let's just get straight into it. First thing first, you're going to see how this says 95. That means 95 BPM. This is a sample I found literally right here in Bandlab Sounds. Just a guitar, I think. Yep, just a guitar. It's exactly 8 bars. So first thing we're going to do is, since we're making it for trap, we're going to double that BPM. And that's going to be 190, I believe. Let's double the BPM. It's going to be very fast. But that's just fine, because we're going to slow this down. We're going to slow it down a few times using audio stretch until it sounds regular. See, it's still a little bit fast, but that's just fine, because we're going to keep on slowing it down. Now it's sounding more presentable. Well, I think we'll slow it down. One more time, just put it right above 11, and there. Now it sounds regular. It's something I'd make a beat with. So, now we're going to get into how to sample. Now, how to sample is just taking these parts, going to every one of these beats, slicing them up, putting it right at the peak. Or if we at the peak, I don't think that's going to mess with it. And then what I mean by putting it at the peak is slicing it, holding control while dragging your mouse. Put it right at this little peak right here where it gets really high, and put that on that little bar right there, that little snap-on measurement. And you're just going to do that for all these peaks, I'd say. Okay. Did I slice it? Okay. There we go. That's a little bit ahead. And when it's ahead, I'm about to show you what to do with that. When it's ahead, you're going to cut it a little bit ahead. So then you can shorten it down and then place it right there on the measurement once again. Now, this doesn't look very important, but this is actually very necessary if you want a positive outcome. See, now it should be on beat. This is also very high BPM. I actually might turn it down. Might turn it to like 160. Reasonable. It's gonna sound a little bit funky, but there's nothing to worry about, because, you know, at the end it's gonna sound good when you put all your drums and stuff, and you don't want to take too much off because it'll really interfere with how the beat sounds. And some of them will line up really good, and some of them won't, like this right here. Some of them will not line up good at all, and that's fine, because you just come in here, fix it, and that's what it's all about. We're going to listen to it and make sure it's on beat. It might be a little bit off beat, but I also can't tell. I'm going to show you a little preset I made. It's called my melody preset. This is all it is. I'm going to take a moment so you can pause and see what I've done. This is here, 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 here. I know other people don't like show you all the measurements, but I just want to make sure you get it. And this is the blend. This is really all there is to it, and that should just make it pop, you know. Now that we got it sounding regular, we're just gonna throw in a sampler. And here I have a little custom 808. I have a few of them, but here's just my 808 drums. We have a little bell ring, open hat, some special snare, a chant, a rim tap, regular hi-hat, a zap, obviously a snap, classic clap, regular snare, and a kick. That's really all there is to it. To make sure it's on beat, you just want to do a 2-step hi-hat pattern, and all that means, literally all that means, is just come in here, hi-hat every other one. That's what a 2-step is. Not filling each individual one in, but every other one. See, it doesn't sound off. Now we're going to merge that because, you know, it makes it easier to look at, in my opinion. Now we're going to stretch this to the 5 because it contains 4 bars. I know it's confusing. I didn't make it. Just use it. To make our job easier, I'm going to show you a cool trick. You select all these, Control C, come to the edge, Control V. Come to this edge, Control V. And then you can't do it again, so you just fill in these, no problem. And that's just simplified for you. Actually, you might go for 5. Because that's half of the whole sample. Okay. These are just 2-step hats. Nothing special. This beat is really a demo. It's not going to sound that good. Just a warning in advance. Now, for your claps, you're going to just... Here's my claps. You're just going to want to put it every 4th or so when it says 4 right here. That's actually... Okay, please stop calling me. That might be a little funky. So you might want to put it actually where it says 3. I usually put it where it says 4. Every 3. And then hi-hat rolls are just where you come in here and you put a 3rd one in between. Gives it a nice fast-paced feeling, and I think it's cool. Throwing a few rolls here and there. And then here is where I enjoy putting in other special noises like the rim. I use the rim quite frequently for a rim. You just put it wherever you feel. I put 2 rims there just for a nice little feeling. That sounds weird. Put that right there. So here's a nice little effect. And you're throwing some snares, maybe. There's a snare. 2 more snares. Snare. Snare. Just a cool feeling, you know. Those are regular drums. This is horribly off beat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's not. It's horribly off beat. That's okay. But at least my drums sound perfectly fine. This is horribly offbeat. Um, yeah, that's terrible. Every other beat that I've made has been perfectly on. I think it's because I got it from Bandlab. If you just record a sample from YouTube, make sure it's royalty free, no copyright. That's a better idea to do. You can import it to Bandlab through your phone or your PC, whatever, and it'll work out way better with the same method. And it'll just sound way better. Another thing I want to show you for a lot of people who are Bandlab producers, this is just extra. I want to show you my bass preset because a lot of people don't have good basses on Bandlab, and a lot of them sound really crappy. People tell you use saturated bass. Here, let's go ahead and use that. This does not sound good. Be honest with yourself. That does not sound good. But it does sound good. Rumble bass. Hear me out. This is what I would use. Rumble bass. And I've my own specialized preset that I'm going to show you here in a second. For the version of me who is editing this video, I have returned. Alright, back to the beat. Here is where I like to insert my own preset. These are goofy presets. I don't know. Like, this is a serious one. I need to unfavorite that one. This one sucks. This is a goofy one. This is my melody preset. And on my presets, we have one called Real 808. Look right here. You can copy these, or I'm actually going to help you out. I'm going to leave the link for this in the description of this YouTube video. So if you ever want to use this 808 for yourself, you can put it on Rumble Bass, and you can copy this preset, put it in. Just because, you've watched my video, I want to reward you. I want to have something in it for you. But there you go. And this, I'd recommend turning volume pretty high. This is what a good 808 sounds like. I also highly recommend finding a sample kit, and I'm probably gonna send my sample kit. I'm probably gonna share it, and I'm probably gonna include it in the description too if I can find a way to do that. If I can't, it won't be there. But I'm trying to help y'all out here. V is the kick, so I'd recommend stacking the kick and the 808. Here, let me get rid of those other ones. And I'd recommend turning up the volume for the kick as well. Okay? This is what it sounds like. That's a pretty good 808 for Bandlab, you can't lie. And if you layer it right, get these mixes correct, it'll sound just fine. But one more thing before I go. Well, actually, a few more things before I go. I'm going to show you an instance where this method of sampling has worked for me. If you are a indie rock or rock in general kind of person, you've probably heard Alien Blues by Wunderbar. It's a guitar riff that goes like this. Here, let me pitch it up so we can hear the original version. And as you can see, I've come through here and I put each peak on the measurement, because that's, how I've showed you to sample. Each of these peaks is on the measurement, right? So I've toned it down for this, obviously. We have this, so it sounds like this. Just nothing special. We have drums, I'm pretty creative with my drums. I like my drums to sound good. I really like having not a lot of, but some rolls in there, some rims, some claps, some other snaps, noises, I think it sounds good to me. I'm actually here, it doesn't look like it, I've changed a few things to fit this, but I'm using that real 808, is what I call it, because I have a lot of 808s that just didn't work out. So this is what it sounds like. Now, I'm showing you this because this is also another hint for all the other people on Bandlab who want to get good 808s. It's kind of hard, I understand. I had to look into it a lot. So each of these, and you might notice this one, okay, undo that, did not mean to do that. That one doesn't have a kick to match it, and that's because it's for bounce, it's for a bouncy effect. But this is what it sounds like with the kicks. So that with the drums, I like the bouncy effect, you know what I mean? Like listen. With the hi-hat roll and the 808 hit at the same time, that I think it sounds really good. And you know, last thing to include is my little entry. It's not even really a producer tag, it's just speed. It's just literally speed reacting to a sign that some kid made for him.
Oh shit!
As the beat drop. And here's the full beat for you gentlemen and ladies maybe. This beat is live on my YouTube and on my Bandlab. Here, I'll go ahead and show you on my Bandlab. This is who I am on Bandlab. You can add me, you can listen to my songs. It doesn't really matter. These songs are older. I wouldn't pay attention to them. You can add me, you can listen to my songs. As you can see, I'm a very big Lil Loaded fan, you know. It doesn't, you know, you don't have to do anything. Here we go, here's my YouTube. But it would help me if you did, if you have Bandlab. I like to post sometimes and update y'all, but that's it for this video. I hope you all stay blessed and hope y'all have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see y'all in the next one. And cheers, have fun making beats. See y'all later, man. Peace.